Hello, here we are, up on top of the floating island. It's been a while since we've actually started this thing, and it's about time that we actually work on it some more. Now, floating islands this big definitely do take a while to actually complete, and there's actually few small changes I wanted to make over here. I noticed this when I was down on the ground looking at the island. This needs to be shaped just a little bit better. Alright, there we go. It just needed to be smoothed out just a little bit. These are the kind of things you learn from making islands like this. Let's see. Go one out there. Ooh. Do that there. Now, from watching someone make a floating island, you can probably, well, get a lot better at making one just from actually seeing how it's done, how you place the blocks everywhere. Let's see, skip one there. That one needs to go out one. Let's see. Really what you just have to do is sort of find the angle for the slope at each different point of the island that you want to go up. Like maybe every 3-ish or so blocks on one of these slopes you go out one and you go up a few. But the key is to just, make it vary. Don't make an inverted pyramid up here. Let's see. Now over here I am trying to flatten this out a little bit and sort of get more surface area. So I'm going to, just kind of spread outward more than I go up and down. But then you got to keep going around to the rest of the island. You can't just stay on that one part forever. You have to remember what kind of slope you have on each part of the island, so when you get around to there again, then you have to load that up in your brain and continue doing that slope pattern over there, then this one over here, then this one over here. So there's a lot of memory involved in making these kinds of things. Let's see here. But ultimately what you're going to want to do if you want to make islands like this is just practice. When I made the first one, well, it looked pretty good, but, you have to practice, of course, like I said. You're not going to be perfect on the first island you make. And if you get used to that, then, you won't be disappointed when your first island isn't great. Because this is not my first floating island that I made. And even before I ever made floating islands, I made other kinds of structures that were round in Minecraft, and yeah, so just practice doing it. So I'm actually going to add a few layers on here, so you don't have to watch me ramble on while I place blocks. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so I've gone ahead and added another layer or two. And now what I've started over here is to start incorporating dirt blocks into the side of the floating island. You see, we're getting close to the top, so we're going to want to start adding a dirt layer. So eventually all this stone, as we go up layer by layer, will become more and more dirt. For now, these are the only 3 or 4 dirt blocks. 3 dirt blocks that are actually, 4 dirt blocks that are actually in the island right now. But as we go up, their frequency will increase until it's all dirt blocks and we can actually have it top to this island. Now in 1.3, enchantments come a lot easier, especially Silk Touch. So I'm going to wait till Silk Touch comes out in 1.3, well, cheaper anyway, so I can actually put grass up here instead of having what I usually do, which is just make a giant dirt pathway with hours of AFKing to actually get grass up here. Anyway, once I actually have this island built, I think I'm going to have a house up here and probably a mob trap. Because you've seen mobs attack me when I'm up here. So the spawn rates are probably pretty good. Especially once I actually get a dark room instead of it being reasonably well lit. So, anyway, that's going to be the work on the island for today. So I'm going to see what else there is to work on, and see you there. Okay, we're down here by the main road. Now I have worked on this a little bit. I built this really nice tunnel down here that goes through a mountain. Well, not really a mountain, it's more of a small hill. But, oh well, we'll call it a mountain. Anyway, it took a little bit of damage due to a creeper explosion. It was not caused by me. Just saying. Anyway, let's see. Should be pretty easy to fix. I think the lever was still there. So, anyway, you've got this really nice sort of entranceway. I did kind of change the shape of the mountain to fit with the tunnel a little bit. I've got these nice redstone lamps in here. I think this design ultimately looks really nice for a tunnel. It's got a nice bright floor, cobblestone walls and ceiling with the redstone lamps. I did actually count out the light levels, so mobs still can't spawn in here. It's like light level, I don't know, 8 or something. Don't remember what exactly it came out to. Anyway, this road will be heading back to spawn, which is actually right over that hill right there. Should be able to see the portal pretty soon. Anyway, let's go check it out, why not? Yep, right there's the spawn portal. Alright, so I guess I'll think of one other quick thing for us to do before I end the episode. And yes, I know you want longer episodes, but need more things to do on air. If you have any suggestions for what I should do, please tell me. And actually, that reminds me. Right before I cut to me doing something else, I do want to talk about the contest to join this server. What I think it's going to be is some kind of a building contest. But don't worry if you're not the best builder. Well, really, whatever you're good at in Minecraft, you can pretty much, whether it's building giant castles or building just, I don't know, a mob trap that's really efficient or something like that. Basically, I want to be sure that whoever gets on here is not just going to build dirt huts everywhere. And when I say dirt huts, I don't mean necessarily made of dirt, I mean just some little ugly building or something. Of course, you don't have to build anything beautiful. You just gotta, not put ugly things everywhere. Like, I don't want somebody to come on and just build an awesome little house. Just come on, come over here. Build their nice little mansion right here, like this. Maybe I'll add this. Ooh, yes, that's... Ooh, house is almost done. Yep, there we go, done. Then, we better build another house just like this. Then maybe I'll add a road like this going through. There we go, I built a village next to your house. Isn't that nice? Alright, so basically I just want to make sure you're a competent builder at least. And if you can do that, you also have to be a subscriber to get in. Just to make sure that you're serious about actually playing on the server and not just some random person. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tear this thing down and I'll be right back. I thought that since I was just talking about contests to get on the server, I might as well show you some of the places that you can build if you actually did get on the server. Such as this nice overhang. Honestly, I really like it. I was surprised when I found it. Well, I guess it speaks for itself though. I'll show you a few of the other overhangs, and if you happen to win the server contest, this place is still available for building. No one's actually claimed it yet. Mr. New Guy's happy, I think, with his overhang. And believe me, there are a lot more overhangs and things like that. There's a floating island around here, I know it, so I'm gonna go find that floating island and show it to you. Okay, here we are. This is not the floating island that's in the snow biome. This is a different one. Honestly, I think this area is pretty cool. You've got this nice floating island in the center here. You've got this massive overhang thing here. So you've got there's even a pet skeleton over there. Then over this way is just some desert. There's more extreme hills biomes that way. There's a jungle nearby, if you like jungles. Looks like some gravel even fell out of that thing. So it's got less gravel in it than it had before. See, that's a plus, isn't it? Anyway, I'll go find one more cool structure to show you. Okay, here's the third island that I'm going to show you. Here we just have a nice floating island in the extreme hills biome. There's Taiga over there, plains there, desert there. The other place that I actually showed you is just off over that way. I'm getting a little lag right now. There's also a desert over here, which you probably would not want to quarry, just because, well, you know, it'd be ugly. Also, there is a server rule that there's no quarrying deserts within about 1,500 to 2,000 blocks of spawn. Just to keep, you know, the deserts around spawn looking nice. You know, we don't want huge pits in them. Don't worry though, there is a nice desert that's about 2,000 blocks from spawn that I'm quarrying, and I'll show you where that is if you need any glass. Anyway, I guess that's all the terrain that I'm going to be showing you, but I promise, this kind of terrain is not unique. It's all over the place on this server. So, if you're the one lucky enough to actually get on here, then congrats! You get to build on one of these places. Not necessarily one of these three, of course, but I'll show you around the server and we can find you a nice place. And actually, QWERTY's house that I showed you before is in that direction. Still, thousands more blocks that way, because we're only like 2,000 blocks from spawn over here. Anyway, I guess that's going to be this episode. And that contest will be coming soon. I still need to figure out exact rules for it and things like that. But if you have any suggestions for it, please leave them in the comments, as well as anything else you want me to do in this SMP series. Also, one other thing that I have to tell you. The Zombie Pigman farm is going to be delayed until 1.3 comes out. Because to move them, I need tripwire. Basically, because lava is buggy like I showed you in the Zombie Pigman tutorial, and it doesn't push the mobs right, I have to use pistons, and then pressure plates aren't going to work in this particular situation, so I'm going to have to use tripwire, and yeah, tripwire basically is just being used as a floating pressure plate for me. Anyway, I'll show you all that once 1.3 comes out. I'm looking forward to it. So, see you guys next time.